Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Bay Trippers. How's everybody today? Today, the Bay Lady, that's me, Sharon Schultz, is coming to you from beautiful Federal Hill in the city of Baltimore. Federal Hill is one of the oldest neighborhoods in Baltimore and certainly one of the most desirable to live in. It's located right in the downtown area of the city. It's just steps from the inner harbor. And it has a nice mix of things that really contribute to the overall theme and ambiance of the neighborhood. They've got a mixture of shops, restaurants, bar and grills. They have many residential homes, individual homes, apartments, things of that nature. They also have a massive green space, which is Federal Hill Park. So I am, let's see. Well, right now we'll get ready to start our walk. Just if you like this tour and you want to see more, you could follow me on my Facebook page, which is the Bay Lady, or subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is Sharon Schultz, the Bay Lady. And I also just started a new account on Twitch, but can't give you any information on it yet because I haven't had a chance to get it. So anyway, also you'll see on my page and my pages and my channel a link to buymeacoffee.com. My tours are all tip based, so if you wish to contribute to the cause, I accept tips, whatever, and it gets applied to the gas that it takes me to get places. So every little bit helps, and if you can, that's great. If not, that's okay too. And now, how about on with the show, right? Let me turn my camera around so that you can see what I see. And there you have it. You can see what I see. It sounds like a Christmas song, doesn't it? Let me give you a little bit of a lay of the land here from where I am sitting. Okay. I am on Key Highway. That brick building in front of us is the Maryland Science Center. And you're looking at one of the city's newest skyscrapers. It was construction, I think, started in 2017. It's that black and silver building there that stands oh so high. Okay, and ta-da! Welcome to Federal Hill. Used to be known as South Baltimore, but it's named Federal Hill. And you might wonder about the name and, thinking, oh, federal as in, troops or things of that nature. We will get more into the story of the naming of Federal Hill in a little bit. All right, so we are on Light Street. Light Street runs all the way downtown in the direction that you're looking at the moment. However, we're going in this direction to Federal Hill. There's one of our buses. It's called the Charm City Circular. We have two bus lines. This one is free. This one runs downtown between all the places that tourists may like to go. And as I said, it's free. There's also a water taxi as well that is free for tourists, and it runs you back and forth between the harbor and Fort McHenry, the tourist attractions. This is just some typical Baltimore buildings here. You're looking at a nice parking lot for whoever lives here. Oop, that's boarded up. Oh, that's probably not a good thing, huh? Looks like this building needs some love. Yeah, it's got some kind of legal jargon note on it. Ta-ta, bushing. Okay, this is Montgomery Street. This is a really nice little street. This is typical of why people want to live in Federal Hill. These houses are old, okay? We're talking 18th, 19th century when these homes were built. And the ones that you see standing, some of them have been replaced, many have been restored and restored to the elegance that once was. Notice the cobblestone streets, tree lined, shade. They've got a lot of these homes also have those cafe lights. So at night, it's almost like a little sparkling wonderland, right? Now we've got an old fire department building across the street here, built in 1920. And looks like some offices next to it. Over here, we've got a tile shop. Should we look? Sure. Why not? Ooh, sometimes I do personal shopping tours where I'll go to a shopping area and let people window shop at various things. I should do that. I haven't done that for a while. This place cracks me up. Okay. Isn't that a beautiful sign? Okay. It's called Buns and Roses. Okay. It's a bakery with ice cream. Buns and Roses. Is that not cute? Right? Chimney cakes, buns and roses, chimney cakes. I guess they're not open yet. No. Oh, they don't open till 2 o'clock, from 2 to 8 today. Cute little table and chairs, huh? Okay, and this is probably residential. Most of these buildings, even if they did have storefronts, they have upstairs apartments. Like, for instance, you can actually see you've got this building with two doors, right? A and B. Well, A is the downstairs, the shop, and B goes up to the two apartments up above. And here we have a little church. In the next block or two, we'll be seeing more commercial establishments, not residential. This is a cute little street here. Notice how narrow it is. Okay, this is how narrow the streets were once upon a time. Very narrow little street. A lot of these places have off-street parking. They've got little garages and driveways hidden back there. Oops. And it's another building that they're redoing. Oh, it looks like it's for sale. Looks like it's been redone. And here are some of your beautiful Federal Hill homes. These homes cost quite a bit. The closer they are to the park, Federal Hill Park, which you'll see in a little bit, the closer they are to that, the more expensive the homes are. These 18th, 19th century homes that are restored go for over $1 million. I saw one, and it was one of the smaller homes on the street. I think it was 1.4 mil. So very pricey. And there you got a smoke shop across the street and a health thingy bobber. Okay, now this is really nice. This is new. Okay, the peace sign and the flowers painted on the ground. Yeah, this is new. Nice. And again, you have more homes running up the street here. All right, so here's a nice little shop on the corner. Oh, ice cream, ice cream. What is it called? Be More Licks. Be More Homemade Licks. Oh, it's got a nice mural. Let's see if we can see it here. Oh, yeah, look at that. Nice mural. Looks good. Oh, they're all decked out for Easter. They're not open yet either. Okay. Oh, they have top 25 soft serve flavors. Ooh, chocolate peanut butter cup. Look at this. Wow. They got a few peanut butter options. Huh, seriously. It's my husband's kind of store. What is it? We are cashless. You know, that seems to be the thing. I see that more and more at places that don't accept cash. As a matter of fact, one of my very places to go is the Guinness Open Gate Brewery here in Baltimore. And they definitely don't take cash. As a matter of fact, when you seat yourself at a table or you be seated, there's a code there that you scan with your phone and you order and pay, and then the servers will bring you your food. Very interesting concept. This is a happy place, isn't it? The smoothie garden. How colorful, right? The smoothie garden. They have pancake sandwich, tuna melt, avocado toast, Grove bowls. Come build your own smoothie. The smoothie garden. You must take up a couple buildings here, right? Is there a courtyard back there? Yeah, looks like a. Oh, let's see across the street. You know what? They got a lot of ice cream here. Okay, this one is the best chocolate covered berries in Baltimore. Let's look around this car here. FYI, I can't see my comments. I don't know why. It's a problem I haven't been able to resolve yet. But anyway, there you have it. The best chocolate covered berries in Baltimore, next door to Moo Moo Cows. Dairy farm made ice cream. Sounds good to me. You know, I'm going to have to try to get some ice cream before I leave here. All right. Okay. Sam's Bagels. They have some good music going. Yep. Let's see what we have here. The Light Street Vapor. Vapor. Oh, this is a salon. Yes. Nice. Nice salon. And that's a wellness spa. Boy, look at all of this, right? Across the street, got a couple of restaurants, looks like. Luncheonettes. Cigars, cigarettes, Chipperillo. Ah, shade. Ah, I just like the sun being so bright. So you've got the thing about Federal Hill, and actually the thing about all these little areas in Baltimore are that you're not looking at chain stores, okay? These are individual shops. Here is a sushi restaurant. Look at that, Japanese sushi. And this, oh man, here's a Thai restaurant. Look at this. Yeah, I want to work. It looks pretty too, doesn't it? Yep, I want to work. Across the street, we've got we got Italian. Italian Restaurante and Catering, and then Maria D's. They have subs and such. You need a dentist with all this sweet stuff. Here's a deli, Urban Deli. They have paninis and sandwiches made to order, and they serve breakfast all day. Okay, empty, pretty colors. Kind of like a red, white, and blue building, isn't it? Okay, let's see. Across the street, Badass Breakfast. Oh, that's Blue Moon. Can you tell it's blue, right? Yeah, that's Blue Moon. That's got really good food. There's one of those in Annapolis as well. I care. Looks like next to Blue Moon, I don't know, maybe that's going to be another restaurant. Has those big lights out there on the front door. What is this? This is Lebanese cuisine. Biblos. Lebanese cuisine. Juice Lab. Oh, that's interesting. Juice Lab. And this is waiting for something good to happen to it. Wait, it's a pretty color. Those lights are very attractive. Oh, a building up there needs work. There's rotten wood up there. Better not fall on me. That would not be good, right? Okay, we've got Mexican food here across the street and a pizza. Oh, they have gelatos. It's called Tiny Brick Oven. Cute. And then we have, oh, okay, we've got Faffle Wraps. Oh, God, it's Farma. That's pretty cool. And we got Poke Bowl. This is what is so nice about Fells Point is the variety you've got here, the diversity. There are so many ethnic foods available here for people to try. Here, right here, ponchos and tacos. There's authentic Mexican food. And over there, that's Lexington Market, which we will take a trip in just a moment. But okay, so here's tacos and burritos. Here is tobacco. One of these days, I'm going to ride one of these scooters around here. It's not like you can't get one because they're everywhere. Okay, it's coffee shop, snackers. Nice. And more snackers. Snackers is a big place. Huh, cool. Good for snackers. Okay, and let's see. Going up the street, probably, well, you can see up 2 blocks where Ace Hardware is. It pretty much goes to residential and business offices as opposed to shops and food and such. So let's see, there's Chinese up there. There's a tea bar, Dunkin' Donuts, Hershey's ice cream. Yeah, quite a bit, right? All right, well, what we're going to do is take a tour of the cross street market. Baltimore is known for its fresh markets. I believe that there are 6 of them, if I'm not mistaken, and this is one. This one, as have probably all the others by now, was remodeled and reopened. Originally built in 1846. I don't think it's the biggest of the markets. Um, I think the most famous of the markets would be Lexington Market, which is further downtown, like in the heart of downtown. But in here, we'll check it out and see for yourself. And here you have it. Your first view We've got oh man, coffee smells good. Of course, Batter Up Diner. That's not open. Okay, but you have the coffee place going on here. Yeah, got some good pastries. Looks like. Oh, those are the cafe lights that I was saying that some of the homes have strung in their trees, and at night it looks really cool. Okay, so you have meat market here, Fenwick Choice Meats. There's Steve's lunch counter. Crepe crazy. Crepes are so good. Oh, I saw something on the news just this morning, and I didn't tune back in to see the rest of the segment, but it was crepe cakes. They had these slices of cakes that were just delicious looking, and somehow they were crepes. So, Charm City Poke and Sushi, and then we got the Chicken Lab, this Korean food over here. And we've got this is Mexican, oh, chicken custard, that, yum. Ooh, trivia night, huh? Ale house. Hmm. What is this? Ooh, ice cream of yeah, of sorts. This is a nice bar area. Nice area to purchase your food and have a seat and relax and eat it. Or is that just an empty room? Pretty cool. Okay, here's another bar. Okay, so you got an open area bordered by a bar on each side. What is this? Ooh, tacos. Taco Love Grill. Taco Love Grill. Hey. Bubble tea. Okay, here's another little sitting place. And here is okay, salad bowls, rice bowls, sandwiches. What is this dash? What? Oh, okay, ramen. Love ramen noodles. And over here, the South Side Burger Bar. Definitely got a sports bar theme going on there, right? Here's gyros and falafel. Okay, this is part of the burger bar. And what is this? Okay. Mike's Hot Honey. Homemade meatballs. Hello. All kinds of stuff. Let's see. Fish market. Oh, cool. Atlas Fish Market. Isn't that neat? See what they got. Ooh, looks like crab cakes. Oh, man, yeah. There's crab cakes, scallops, shrimp, clams. Yum. Oh, striped bass and salmon. I just can't do the ones with the eyes looking at you. Not quite. No way. And this is something that they tacked on the end. This is a restaurant, bar restaurant, at the very end of the market. It's kind of cool. It's nice tile. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, that way you don't get dizzy or seasick when you watch it, right? Oh, there's a ramen place across the street. Look at that. Okay, so now we're coming out at the other end. So, like, and you can see all the way back. We just covered the cross street market. That's a nice looking booth, isn't it? This is all new. Huh. Wow. See, I have to come back here when I can play. All right. What else we got? Look at this. This is okay. Now we're on Charles Street, um, which is right around the corner. I'll show you. Okay. So, all right. So we were all the way down there on that street, and so we walked the length of the market. Pretty cool. All right, so now this is Charles Street. It's, as you can see, it's very similar to Light Street in that it has a fair amount of shops and food. Across the street, you've got chicken and Starbucks. Hmm. Yeah, I definitely have to maybe come back here. What y'all think? Yeah, hey, yes, no, maybe so. All right, let's see what we have going down Charles Street. There's a nice little liquor store across the street on the corner there. And there is it's like a pub, Soho Cafe. Okay, and so this is looking up the other end of the market. See all the way up. Okay, what is this? Oh, McGurk's Bar and Grill. Ah, they serve Jameson. I have a bottle of Jameson. I do. What is this? Insomnia cookies. Huh. Open all night, maybe? That's a shoe store. Let's see. Oh, a boutique, clothing boutique. Huh. And this is, not sure, Cloud Chaser. Midnight Confectioners. Ooh, look at that. What's with this midnight stuff? And look, they're not open till midnight. Their hours are noon to 7. Okay. All right, let's see. There's a hair salon. I want to say that there are probably more shops and services on Charles Street than there is food restaurants and such. There's a boutique gym, but then I also think on Light Street you got more food. So Ruben's Mexican food. Crepe sauce. I didn't know crepes were Mexican. I thought crepes were French. French? Nope. Hey, Angelie. What is this? The Cross 10 Grocery. Oh, nice little grocery store. And then here's this pizza dude. Hello. Little Italy. No, you're not in Little Italy. I hate to tell you. This is Federal Hill. Let's see. Yeah, nice place, Angelo's. All right, across the street, let's see, a clothing store. Is that a Furrier's? Oh, maybe. Huh. And fries, fried food. Mhm. Huh, wonder what this was. Wonder if it's part of this. Oh, this is, look at this, live comedy magic shows. Illusions Magic Bar. Illusionsmagicbar.com. Illusions. Huh. That's kind of interesting. Shall we see what it's about? Take a card. Every Friday and Saturday, magic shows. Huh. That might be something cool to check out. They're sold out on May 10th. Wonder why. Huh. Okay. We may have to check it out. Kind of weird stuff do they have? Hmm. Very weird stuff. Curiosities and oddities. Word. Okay. Hmm. And you know what? It's getting hot out. It was supposed to be like 80 degrees today, and I think it's there now because it's starting to strike a sweat here. Ooh, Mediterranean cuisine here. Mediterranean. Welcome to Federal Hill. Thank you very much. Glad to be here. Okay. Nice artwork, though. Okay, chauffeurs. Look, this poor chauffeurs. This building, this store has been chauffeurs forever. Okay, for really forever, and now it's empty and going the way of so many other things. I don't know if you can um, see past this truck, but that's the state one. It's one of the stadiums at the end of the street there, towering over the houses. You're looking at the nosebleed seats. The bleachers. What's we got? Tobacco. We carry all products. No medical marijuana card needed. That's because it's legal here now. Okay, afters. Oh, sweet stuff. Coffee and dessert. Nice afters. Look at this nice little street here. Stover's they have a pretty big building here. It's like the whole block. Check out nice neat little street, right? And we got the Taylors. Some nice little houses. They're starting to wind down into the residential area now. More residences and things. Oh, here's a nice bookshop. Huh, they got all kinds. Free outside books. Huh, nice. I have so many books. Ah, I'll never read them in a lifetime. Okay, what's this? A hair store, hair salon, linen things, kitchen and bathroom cabinet. Oh, there's a bartending academy. Huh, it's pretty colorful too. You think a bartending academy would be like a fun place? I suppose it is. Okay. Hmm. Oh, there's a vintage clothing store. Oh, I love vintage clothing. Oh man, especially especially when you get around Halloween, right? Vintage clothing can make some translate into some wonderful um, Halloween costumes for sure. Okay. Oh, sure. Okay, as you can see, kind of ran out of juice here. There's another liquor store. It's funny they have them like on every corner, right? Okay, folks, you can go on and go. I'm not crossing yet. Go on. I'm just looking at the road. Okay, now I'll cross. All right. Okay. What is that? Remember? Embrace. I'm not sure. It's got, oh, it's food. Embrace what? Embrace sweets, right? Yeah. You got some nice houses. These These, if you notice, have raised porches. Their front doors are up a little bit off the street. I guess it's just the style when these were being built. Jubilee. Okay. We are going to be turning here and head up to the park to head up to um, one of the residential areas, the one that surrounds Federal Hill Park, and we'll go up to the park and check it out. These homes are you know, they are such a fine representation of what the city was. And these in particular, these Federal Hill homes are special because back, oh, I don't know, 1904 or 1906, one of the other was the Great Fire of the Great Baltimore Fire. And downtown burned, all of it. A huge chunk, everything on that side of the harbor. So Federal Hill was spared, luckily, very luckily. Oh, it is a nice day. But it's getting warm. Oh, look, no peeing, be respectful. See, that's kind of interesting because I was about to point out that people in this neighborhood like dogs and they leave bowls of water out for dogs, like right here, right? So that's the first time I've seen a lot of bowls, but that's the first no peeing sign I've seen. So I don't know what kind of milestone that is, but anywho, anyway, nice little walk here. We're about to approach Light Street, where we started our little trek. Yep, this is the firehouse that we saw from across the street. The old firehouse. What did I say? It was built 1920. This be it. The okay, the tall building, the tower there that you can see through the trees if you enlarge the screen, I suppose. It's the World Trade Center. Baltimore's World Trade Center is the largest five-sided tower in the world, unless Dubai has one. You can't keep up with them. Okay, we got a green light. How diggity. Look, there's buns and roses again. There's another nice view of downtown for you. Look at that. Buns and roses. Woohoo. Okay, so look at these streets. Okay, now look, now we're getting into like the very pricey Federal Hill homes. Okay, we're only a block off the park now. So notice kind of like the subtle change, right? Um, More trees. The sidewalks are kind of brick. The streets cobblestone. Yeah, everything is like neat and manicured and cared for. You can see the cafe lights, right? At nighttime when they turn them on. Oh my God, it just breathes such life into the street, you know? And one thing that I really like about Baltimore City is the houses, the way they place them. Okay, like a lot of a lot of areas, you know, they talk about row houses. Well, like for instance, okay, this strip right here of 1, 2, 3, 4 homes. Okay, they're all the same. They're all similar. You know, they're all the same height, same width. You go across the street though, and look at this. You know, there's one that's 3 stories tall plus a basement. This one is 2 with an attic. These 2 sit back off the road, and this one juts out. I mean, it's just, it's kind of, okay, like this here. You know, you've got these 2 buildings. So you would say semi-attached, right? And then this large building, which I'm thinking is probably apartments to an extent, I would think. Another door over here. Yeah, so I like how, you know, how different it is. It's just all very interesting. And there's different things that draw your eyes, different places. Now, looking through the trees here, you're looking through the trees, you are looking at the aquarium and the power plant behind it and the Hard Rock Cafe. This is another little nice little street here, William Street. Yeah, William Street. Well, we could take a little walk up here. So nice and pretty. And you know what? It's springtime, right? So we're getting all the spring, you know, flowers, you know, like these, the pinks, and there's a lot of yellows and just, you know, reds. All the azaleas are blooming, and the hyacinths and the daffodils. They're all coming out now. Very pretty. Very, very nicely. Okay. I think that we should cross here. Mm, okay, coast is clear. So here's one of these skinny little one-way streets, right? Now, what I want to show you is something else that that is unique to Baltimore, um, maybe to other places too, but it's come into its own here in Baltimore over the years. And that would be rooftop decks. Okay, now that one doesn't go all the way up. You'll see some that actually sit right on the roof, but they came more and more in popularity as these homes were being renovated and, you know, sold for big bucks. During the renovations, they were able to add the decks on top because they would strengthen the roof and all that needs to happen. You'll see some examples of rooftop decks when we get over here for sure. These are nice houses. Like I said, this is like a very desirable area. And even being in the city, they don't have much of a front yard, but many of them have courtyards in back. And of course, parking is like wonderful. like a necessity, really. So now we are coming up on Federal Hill Park. And we will go over there in a moment. Just look at some of these homes here. You see there's a deck on a couple of those houses right there, but you'll see them better later, I promise. There's one up there. Some decks end up being quite elaborate, I have to say. Boy, this is a nice day for this. And I'm really surprised there's not a lot of people around today. But then again, it's only Thursday. Weekend, you tend to see more folks out and about. These are apartments here. Very nice, pricey apartments here. Park closes from dusk till dawn. You know, there aren't any places like that that stay open at night. There's a lot of parks here in Maryland that are waterfront parks, you know, with beaches and all of that, and they close at dark. So you can't find a beach to sit on at night. You know, how sad is that? Now we're coming up here on a group of homes. These are, of course, your row homes across the street. These homes were the subject of, were in the news for probably a good amount of weeks, really. The homeowners were fighting the gas and electric company. These homes are protected, they're historically protected, and BG&E, the Baltimore Electric Company, wanted to take their meters and move them inside the homes. And people didn't want it touched because of the historical or whatever value. So it was a big deal. And one of the stories showed a couple of the homeowners being led away in cuffs, right? They cuffed them and arrested them because they wouldn't get out of the way and let the gas company do their job. So, all right, now, this is what I wanted you all to see. There's a rooftop deck up there. And the reason is because of this beautiful park here. We're going to go enter from this side, I think, from this side over here. So this is Federal Hill Park. This park, this hill, was discovered in the 1600s when Captain, was it John Smith, Pocahontas's man, right? He was exploring. They had already founded Jamestown in Virginia, and he was exploring to, you know, find new places. And he found the Chesapeake Bay, and he sailed up it. And then he found the Patapsco River, and he sailed up it. And then he found this humongous orange clay cliff sitting right on the water's edge, right about there. A humongous clay cliff. For a while, they called it Captain Smith's Hill. But as time went on, Captain Smith, once he founded this place, realized what a perfect natural harbor it was and made sure that it became a natural harbor. And so by the early 1700s, Baltimore was thriving. This port was one of the busiest on the coast, still is today, actually. It's a very, very busy seaport. So, what you're looking at here, we are up on Federal Hill. The houses there are the ones where the homeowners were arrested. Okay, those homeowners. You're looking at the Federal Hill area. Down below, the brick structure right there is the awesome American Visionary Arts Museum. Incredible folk art type things, very, very colorful, very happy. Beyond those tall buildings, that's the new Harbor East, upscale apartments, hotels, eateries, all of the above. Then looking further down across the street there, across the pond, that would be part of the aquarium. Our aquarium has two huge buildings, and behind it, the power plant, which houses restaurants at the moment. So Federal Hill became a place, right? They um, became Baltimore by the 1730s, had become important for shipping and all of that. And so the people incorporated the town of Baltimore. And so they decided to have a celebration. And it was a big all day party up here on the hill. They had, ale freely flowing and, whatever else. And, the day went on and people got happier and happier. Well, some of the young men that worked on the docks and the ships and such, they constructed a ship that was like a miniature ship. It wasn't as big as the ships that were carrying freight, but it was big enough for a few people to get on. And its purpose was to sit on top of the hill as a reminder, monument, in celebration for their success. So, as the party went on and people got happy, several decided to get into the ship. And at some point, the ship ended up rolling down the hill into the harbor. Yeah. So the name of the ship was called the Federalist. The ship was named the Federalist. And that is where the name Federal Hill came from, the Federalist. But not saying Federal Hill wasn't federal. During the War of 1812, during the War of 1812, the people of Baltimore stood up here on Federal Hill and looked out that way towards Fort McKinley, where the British spent a full 24 hours bombarding it. But they, in the end, won. The British didn't get Federal Hill, nor did they get Fort McKinley. So that was kind of due to the townspeople and communications and all of that. Then when the Civil War came, this became Fort Federal Hill. And Union troops were stationed here. And here's a billboard showing it. There's a picture of Federal Hill back then when it was a fort. And what you're looking at down here is that? You're looking right at it. Is that a beautiful view of the harbor, right? There in the center, the tower, that's the World Trade Center I was telling you about. It's the world's tallest five-sided tower. Up on the 27th floor, there's an observation deck, and it's around the whole building. So you see Baltimore 360, easy for sure. Absolutely worth the ride up there. That building around front has three um, 9/11 memorials. During 9/11, this World Trade Center was interacting with others, including New York City. And so the memorials here are to honor the Maryland folks who had died in 9/11. And also upstairs, where the observation deck is, they have area sectioned off where they go into depth about the actual individuals who lost their lives. So it's a very heartwarming kind of thing, right? You can see the aquarium pretty well. You see both two buildings with glass pyramids. That's our aquarium. There's that bridge that connects them down the middle. Over here, you're looking at Wash Field. They have beach volleyball games down there. Um, the Maryland Science Center is the brick building on the corner. And then you see two um, pavilions with green roofs. They are they were once the highlight of this area. They were a tourist destination when they were built back in 1980. It gave new life to the area. Up until then, this area with the shipping and different ports wasn't a place that you would take a Sunday walk with the family. Not at all. But today, different. Today you can. So it's a beautiful harbor. And then a couple more things to see for the sports fans around. We can barely see the Ravens Stadium. I mean the Orioles Stadium, Camden Yards. It's um it's right over there on behind the Maryland Science Center. That big tall brick building. It's right down to the left side of it. The Ravens Stadium, however, you can see pretty well sitting there all on its own. It's kind of interesting. Our stadiums are side by side, and they have their own parking lots, and then there's a parking lot in the middle that they share, and because of that, they never have a football game and a baseball game at the same time because it's too much to share. Go figure, right? So there you have it. A beautiful tour, uh, beautiful Federal Hill. Let me turn this camera around here as I get ready to bid you adieu. All right, I'm back. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this little experience, this little tour of one of Baltimore's finer areas, and we'll be back with more at some point. And anyway, I hope everybody has a great weekend coming up. As for myself, I'm out of here. See you guys.